If you're Nigerian, you deserve to know why Nigeria was created, why the North and the South was amalgamated, if for no other reason, just because you pledge allegiance to it.
There was once a southern British colony called Nigeria, and then a northern colony. Both became protectorates. First, the protectorate of southern Nigeria, and then the protectorate of northern Nigeria. Both were governed separately, both had different governors, MacGregor in the south, Lugard in the north. Both also had different style of colonial government, experienced different style of colonial government. In the south was a more direct one. In the north was more of an indirect rule. In 1914, both the Protectorate of Southern Nigeria and the Protectorate of Northern Nigeria was amalgamated into Nigeria by Lord Lugard. The end. Really? Why join these two very different regions together, as in way more different than the difference that exists between the southwest, the south-south, and the southeast, or even more different than the difference that exists between the south and some other southern parts of neighboring countries like Togo and Benin Republic, even probably extending down to Ghana. There has to be a reason why both has to be amalgamated. And not just that, there's even more, there has to be more resounding reason why the intention behind the amalgamation was absent from pretty lopsided history we're aware of or were taught in school. And the reason is it's purely economic. You see, at 1914, the Protectorate of Northern Nigeria hadn't grown sufficiently profitable. It relied heavily on subsidy from both the southern Nigerian, the Protectorate of Southern Nigeria, and some British aid grants. This is to the tune of about £300,000 annually. And extending foreign grants by the British government was just not part of their colonial tenets, I would say, or goals, or the overarching principle they had for the idea of colonization. So one solution they felt was to amalgamate the southern Nigeria and northern Nigeria and create a centralized control or centralized administration that allocated resources and revenue from the southern protectorate to run the northern protectorate. Is this wrong, or was this wrong? Of course. That was in retrospect, that was a very shallow solution, not just shallow, but self-seeking solution to a purely economic problem. Self-seeking in the sense that he exempted the British from any form of financial commitment to running the indirect colonial governments they had in the north. But what it also did was it also made the north extremely dependent on southern revenue instead of dealing with the economic problem they had. See, the book didn't clearly state that if the British intervention in the northern colony cost its failed economy, but it did state that historically the north had a fine economy. They were doing fine because they had trans-Sahara trade. In fact, they are related with the south based on trading agricultural produce, salt, leather, what have you. So, not dealing with the main problem, which was purely economic, created a chaos that the British didn't partake in. Until today, another part of Nigeria still probably experiences that same economic problem and still has the cells to cater for that.
My intent on making this series on revisiting Nigeria's history isn't to push blames around either the North, the South, or what the British did wrong, but it's to help you appreciate the profound, the tremendous influence the short colonial period of about 6 to 7 or 8 decades have on our current reality.